Welcome to Assiniboine Library's NoodleTools video tutorial series. In this video, we'll show you how to import an APA-style reference from EBSCOhost. Note that when importing references from EBSCOhost, both NoodleTools and EBSCOhost must be open. To add sources to a reference list in NoodleTools, we first have to create a project. If you've already created a project for your assignment, you'll skip the following step and simply click the project title to open it. From the My Projects home screen, click the New Project button and enter a project title. The library recommends using your assignment name as the title of your project. This makes it easy for you to match the reference list to your assignment, especially once you have multiple projects created in NoodleTools. For our example today, we'll use Academic Integrity Paper. Once the project title is entered, click the Submit button. Your newly created project will now display on the project home screen. To add sources to the project, click the project title. With our NoodleTools project open, we can now go to EBSCOhost to export our reference. With the article we want to reference open in EBSCOhost, click the export icon from the right-hand toolbar. We're interested in exporting the reference to NoodleTools, so we'll choose Direct Export to NoodleTools from the list of options and click Save. The NoodleTools export page opens, showing us the reference details that will be imported into our project. Make sure the correct project is selected from the Project drop-down menu. In this case, our Academic Integrity Paper is already selected, so we can go ahead and click the Import Reference button. A notification at the top of the page tells us that the reference was successfully exported to our project. We can now close this window and go back to our NoodleTools project. Click the Refresh button and our newly imported reference will display in the list of sources. NoodleTools even reminds us that this particular reference was exported from a database. EBSCOhost sometimes has formatting errors in the reference details, so at this point, it's important to review the imported reference to make sure it's formatted correctly. To do this, we simply go to the three dots icon and select the Edit option. This opens the editing form where we can make any necessary changes. One of the great things about NoodleTools is it will usually notify us when it detects a formatting error. However, it doesn't always detect errors, so it's up to you to verify that the formatting is correct. But don't worry, NoodleTools helps remind us what the formatting rules are by providing helpful tips for each field. When a field is selected, an information icon displays. Click the icon to open the tip for that particular element of the reference. For example, here we see that NoodleTools reminds us that the article title should be capitalized in sentence style. Looking at our imported title, it's capitalized correctly. However, if the title were imported with incorrect capitalization style, NoodleTools would display a warning icon, as we can see here. When we click into a field that displays a warning icon, NoodleTools tells us what error is detected and makes suggestions on how to fix it. Pay close attention to the capitalization in both the article title and journal name fields. These are the two pieces of information that most commonly have formatting errors when imported from EBSCOhost. Once you're confident that the formatting and information in the form is correct, click the Save button. Any changes made will be updated and will now show in the source list. That concludes this tutorial on importing references from EBSCOhost. Watch our other videos in this series for further guidance in using NoodleTools.